Right. That wasn't intended to be on in time, by the way. Right, let's do the normal rituals. Let's load up the Twitch. Ba-da-da. Yes. This is an order your check. This is an order your check. Yes, that sounds fine. Right. Let's put my phone on charge. And put it on side. Press any button. Which button is any button? Ah, I pressed the touchpad thinking that wouldn't work, but it did. I wonder what that's about, like the title screen where it's like press any button and then it brings you the option of like new game and all that. Right, I'm on chapter 6, aren't I? Save. Chapter 6. So I've already ticked off the Uchida guy. And I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh, what's that? Digimon fan? Let's have a look. 50 Digimon registered in the Digimon field guide. Right, well, I haven't just registered them, I've just checked on them, but okay. Still one there that I'm missing. One of the early ones. Da 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 da. Don't you know I am the Ultra Mega? Don't you know I am the one? I mean, there must be several layers. Like several ranks and all that. I do have a bit of a cold. So if my voice goes down like this, that'll be why. Well, it's always worse when I wake up and I get up. And it starts to get better over time. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I still didn't download any DLC or anything. Ah, 1 second. Right, I'm back, and hello Lavender. I was just saying, I have got a bit of a cold, so my voice may go weird, and I may need to stop to blow my nose every so often. But in the meantime, I mean, it's always worse when I get up in the morning, and then it gets better over time. See, 5 messages, what does it mean 5? Have I missed a bunch of stuff? Well, thank you, but you are right. Literal animal, fur bait, inanimate object. Right, it says I've got 5 messages, so if I just like scroll up like this, will that cancel them out? That'd be easier, quicker if I mash the button. If I mash up rather than hold it. Oh. I was thinking recently with Digimon, you know, sometimes you have like these things where, like, say you've got like a game or something where things are put into categories. You seem to sometimes have 2 types, and things tend to fall into, like, these subjects tend to fall into somewhere between the 2. So say like did you get a digicall about your digicar digi-accident? Well, I'll have to digi-claim digi-compensation. So what I mean is, so say like, you know, you got Pokemon and they're divided into types. You got fire and water and flying and fighting and so on. And with Digimon, you got virus and vaccine and all that lot. And I tend to find that in some cases, some of these types of things, it's like Pokemon, where things are very clear-cut, divided into those categories, where it's like, oh, if it's a fire Pokemon, it's probably going to be red. It might have fire coming out of it somewhere, you know. It'll breathe fire, or it will spark flames somehow. And, you know, and water things are blue, and they hang out in the water most of the time. You know, things like that. But with Digimon, it seems completely arbitrary. Like, if like this Vidramon here, if you said to me, what category is Vidramon, I wouldn't have said, oh, that's obviously a vaccine, because I wouldn't know. Woodmon, oh, it's a virus. You can tell just by looking at it. It seems completely arbitrary to the point where it's more about the thing is a thing. It's a thing to learn about it. Like with Vidramon, you will learn, oh yeah, Vidramon, I have extensive knowledge of Digimon. Oh yeah, everyone knows Vidramon, the such and such elemental vaccine Digimon that digivolves into this and de-digivolves into this and all that lot. Whereas with Pokemon, it's just you look at something and you're like, yeah, that's probably fire. I mean, I know they've got like oddities like, ooh, Charizard isn't a dragon, but this apple is. Right, well, I guess that's just something I'm not as familiar with then. Apple exists. Game Freak, they are the same. Yeah, it's not in. Literal apple. Right, 1 message. Okay. Now, I don't know. As normal, I don't know where I'm going, but I know how to find out. It's been nearly a week since I've played this, so... Akihabara. I am going to double check. I mean, I've marked it down, but I am going to double check on this. Let's load up this thing. Right. 3rd floor. Yeah. That's too realistic. Hold on, which floor am I on? 3rd floor. Yeah, so he's definitely not here. Okay. I was looking to see, because I've got it marked down on my notes that I have found him, but I was looking for the Victory Uchida guy. Just to make sure for chapter 6, because I'm on chapter 6 now. So someone was saying that the early chapters are longer than the later ones, or it tends to be that way. Akihabara. Akihabara, okay. Well, there's someone there with a lock. Oh, here we go again. This humble one is just a Mimitan fan. I heard on the Mimitan... Ah. You used it the one time, okay. Well, do you know about the disappearances? The way that I contextualize that with the whole dragon thing. Right. The whole dragon thing. My way of contextualizing that. Hey look, there's a Sega place in the background. I imagine that I see it as dragon is like you have the soul of a dragon. You know, that type of thing. Sonicmon. Okay. There's gonna be somebody else around. Right, okay. Oh, new shop. Let's see what we've got. Welcome! Ah, I wonder what these things do. Sprite recovery. Removes dot. You know what? Oh, I've already got a bunch of them. Hold on. I get 2 of those. I get 4 of those. I don't know what sprite recovery is. I guess it's like mini or something like that. Or toad. Too many choices, I know, from all those status recovery items. Sega! You meant to use these gacha machines to get the you use those machines to get, they're like gacha machines, and you use them to Digimon medals that you'd have to trade to this guy. I need to get them all for the platinum, but I'm thinking, well, why do that now when I can do that at any time and use my money for more pertinent things if need be. Do you know about the disappearances? Hey, get out of my way. Well, the trophy guy says that none of the trophies are missable. I'm just being careful about one of these because yeah, he does look too normal. It's strange. It looks like it's the guy that's like walked into me that's talking to me, but it's actually the guy I'm talking to on the bench, just because that guy was walking into me so eagerly. The profane rights of man. There you go. You kicked me off again. And so it turns the bourgeoisie, the bastard child of democracy. Well, you know, there was a last stream. I don't remember. I don't know if you were in at the time. There was someone that was like reciting the lyrics to a song, and the two words that rhymed were curse and worse, and they are two rhyming words in a Bad Religion song. So there you go. Oh, look at his face. He's like that bit Baba Bun Bun. Long hair and glasses. Ah, right. I've made a post. Maybe you will know the answer to this, because this has been bugging me. It's very hard to be specific because there's a lot of these. But recently I had a memory of... There was this game that was very dark. It was like a Gears of War clone. And I remember there being like a blackish grey room. And there was some like close combat. And I remember it was known for being like really bad when it came out. But I can't think of what the game was called. And I know that's really vague considering there were loads of those. Oh, I don't know. It was... I think it might have been... I think it was towards the end of like the 360 and PS3 days. Which I know, again, doesn't really help to narrow it down because there was loads of these games around that time. Now I've gone to the furthest point from society, I can't possibly say any. Floristaff. Ah. Hey, what are you doing? Can I, like, nudge him over? Hey, look at that! I'm, like, nudging him over to like, can I... No, I've nudged him too... I don't know. But the biggest thing I remember was that it was widely considered to be really bad. No, not map. Right, do you know about this person? What are you talking? What's a florist? I doubt it. I remember in Final Fantasy VIII, if you on the world map, there's like, there's roads and there's trains going around. You could just walk in front of a train and it'll just stop. And I think if you're in a car you can sort of like push it back. I'm not too sure about that. Ah, it's you. Yeah. Prim and proper 4 eyes. Is that the description for her, is it? Eight was also the game that had Doom Train. That was quite awkward to get. Yeah, the summon Doom Train. Die, stalker, die. Let's just go with that. Right. Let's go and wish death upon him. As that seems to be what I chose. Yeah, the main thing I remember about Doom Train, what ability? Because the thing is with the GFs in 8, the GFs in 8 is that it's not so much about summoning them, it's about the abilities that they teach you. Because you can't do anything without their abilities, like all the things, well, almost anything. Most of the game stuff is built within their abilities, and I remember you can create. Is it? It's like forbidden medicine, I think, or forbidden magic, or maybe it's something else that creates forbidden magic. It might be forbidden medicine. And it also has junk shop, which allows you to could be it has junk shop, which allows you to access weapon upgrades from anywhere in the world. Yeah, and Tombury lets you access shops. Oh, it's you again. I'm gonna push you the other way this time. Can I? Yes! I've got him trapped! Oh, no, wait, what are you doing? No, oh, never mind. He broke free. Right, I'm just having a look. Yeah, forbidden medicine. I start with junk shop. Hardest challenge in the game. Ooh, status defense function times 4 and elemental defense function times 4. That's pretty nice. Which I know that doesn't mean anything to you, but still, it is nice. Right, let's tell this guy to die. Right. You're a stalker, I'm gonna report you, you creep. Zong! Yeah. Okay, I didn't think this would get me information. I just wanted to torture this guy. There's this guy I know, okay, and he's in and out, okay, of a certain forum in Eden, okay. There are people. That guy knows somebody who knows somebody else who knows somebody, okay? Right. Well, Several degrees of separation I'm seeing there. Where? The Comic Mania Forum. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Yes, there's somebody of a nobody. I don't gotta tell you what happens if I find you slacking on the job, do I? Don't worry. We're doing okay. Right, he said go to Eden. So hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Or I think I am. Oh, I hate this. You only think you're gonna sneeze. Right, no, I don't think I am gonna sneeze. Let's go to Eden. Eden, another GF. I'm gonna have to... one second, I'm gonna have to digi-blow my digi-nose. Right. You know, I feel like older RPGs tended to not do this as much as they do now. But you do get a lot of these times where where there's no you do get a lot of these times when there's no like gameplay going on other than going back and forth between NPCs and talking and all that. Like, I can't really think of older games where you did this. Yeah, I mean... I can't think of why it would make the game better at all, or anything like that. But I see it a lot more in games now than I used to. And it's not even just the fact that it's story, it's the fact that it's active story where I've got to go around and, you know, manually talk to people and all that. I would prefer this all to be a cutscene, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I can't think of older games that did anything like this. It seems to be a new thing, and it seems to be quite an anime thing as well. You know, the games that are very anime-esque. Are you gonna go to the bookstore, are you? I don't get to answer. You just give them a generic response that every single person gives, which is, I like a bit of everything. I like some of this thing, but I also like some of that thing. Nanny? Right. Mm-hmm. Nah. Uh-huh. Ha. Hi, Grey Knight. You've stumbled onto us trying to make random cute anime girl noises. Uh-huh. Ha. Uh-huh. What? Ah. Another thing anime things do as well is people just being shocked at everything. Like, a small thing will happen and they'll be like, what's going on? It's one of those confidential things, I'm afraid. Hey. Aha, well, so much for confidentiality. Is that good? I've never played. I've never played Elite Dangerous, so I have no idea if 5 million is a lot or a little or what the context is. I've seen Death Note. And I know my brother says that there's a joke where it's all like, you take a potato chip and eat it, or something like that. Communist? Do we need to bring out the SJW panda? And another message. Right. I have watched Death Note. Yes, that's the panda. I have watched Death Note years ago. Right, I can't remember where she said we were gonna go. So, I'm gonna do what I always do. Go to Digilab. Oh, hold on. Is that in Akihabara, whatever it's called? I don't know. I mean, just look at how anime all the billboards are. I mean, I don't know where the these books died. Is this it? I'll be broken into. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I don't know. I don't think so. It's not kickstarting anything. Let's go to Nakano and see if anything's around here. I was watching some clips yesterday of someone playing Final Fantasy 2 for the first time, and he's playing the Game Boy Advance version, and it turns out, which I didn't know about this, but I mean, the way that it calculates, like when you're going to get into a random battle, well, I don't know exactly how it works out, but say if you save the game one step before that you're predestined to get a random battle, and you load up that save, you will still be one step away from a random battle. And I guess that makes sense in a way that it stops you from walking through the high level areas. Yeah, it'll stop you from getting like through the higher level areas just by walking a few steps and saving over and over again. Because the things with Final Fantasy 2 is you can, in theory, get to pretty much anywhere in the world right from the start of the story. It's just a case of if you go too far out of bounds, you'll start encountering really powerful enemies. But the problem is he was playing it, and he went too far out and then saved it, and he was one step away from a battle. So what ended up happening was, there she is. What ended up happening was he keep reloading, and then he'd take a step and then die, and then load and take a step and then die. He managed to get lucky one time and get out of it, but you could lock your game that way. I don't know how the original. I think the original version had it so you could save anywhere on the world map. Yeah, I know. I mean, I never had anything like that happen. I think in the original you can save anywhere on the world map, and I don't know if the random encounter thing was different. But yeah, on the GBA version you can save one step before a random encounter in one of these overpowered areas. But he was saying, and I did in a way think it was quite funny, and he was complaining about how bad the game was, saying this game is terrible, blah blah blah. And he kept saying like, oh, you don't know, you could just randomly encounter these super hard enemies. But every time he reloaded, I kept seeing one drop into the same direction. Like, he kept going too far north. Yeah. Which is why it's always safe to have games where, like, if you have a game where you can, where like a save point heals you, or you can teleport back to somewhere or something, then that's a safe way of going about it, I guess. But yeah, he kept wandering off in the same direction. Like, at first he was saying, it's just random, you never know when these battles are going to occur. And I was thinking, well, no, it's not random, it depends on how far you go. And then he sort of figured out that, oh, it might just be him going the wrong way. But then he kept going the wrong way. And he kept going the same direction. Just kept going further and further north and further east. West, I mean. And I think you know, that's one of the things I think Final Fantasy 2, one of the things I think makes Final Fantasy 2 really, really interesting. But to him, he just, and I'm not here saying, oh, it's his fault, he should know better, but it was just his experience that when he did wander off, he'd keep encountering these hard enemies. Hold on, let's move. By going the highest level possible. Yeah, like fights that you're supposed to lose. And also, I mean, I find this interesting because I don't think there's any other. I mean, maybe 12 a bit. I remember when Bridge got 12. He got it. We both got on day of release, but he got it before me on the day, and he was like texting me about it. So 12 is kind of like this, but I think 2 is the most like this. I don't think any other ones are, where you can like wander off into areas with really high level enemies. But 12, I mean 12, from my experience, not really. I mean, they're a bit higher, but they're not outlandishly higher. They're just a bit higher. That, you know, you have to get a few levels first. But with 12, they get loads harder. But I do find it like quite interesting with 2, because say there's like at the start of the game, not at the very, very start, but once you've done like the first mission, so to speak, you can cross over the lake into this new area. And it's very hard to hold on. It's very hard to describe. I know this is not good stream content, but Lord Shader, I don't know what that means. I'm going to do this through messages, so I'm going to send you. Oh, load harder. Right, okay. I was thinking, what's a load shader? Ah, this is good, because this one's got numbers on. So, I'm going to send you an image of the world map of Final Fantasy 2. Okay. Yes, that does sound right. Okay. So, this will... I've just sent you an image of the world map of Final Fantasy 2, okay? Can you see it? Right. So, what makes this world unique, and this is quite interesting, it's so weird because I'm streaming Digimon and I'm like spending some time just to like go through some map thing of Final Fantasy 2, because this is really strange, right? So, as you'll notice, and what's really strange about this world map that I've never seen, I don't think I've ever seen in any other game, never mind a Final Fantasy game, is that the world map wraps around on itself. So, as you can see, you can't really take a shot of the world map that doesn't overlap on land, where the boundaries are all on water, because it all wraps around itself. So like in the top left corner there, as you can see, it sort of goes off to the top right corner for a little bit, and then it appears at the bottom right corner. Hold on, a shark with a wig overlooking a cat holding hands with a crab. I can't see it. A shark with a wig. Is the snowy bit the wig? Right. Okay, I can't see anything. Right. But basically, as you can see this world map, almost all of it is one continent. There's a couple of like little islands and stuff around. So if you see numbers 14, 16, 18, 20 and 21, they are off the main continent. So I think pretty much everywhere in this world you can get to from the start of the story. You start at number 1. I mean, no surprise there. So you start at number 1, and story wise your goal is to get to 3. So it's a bit up and to the left. Now if you wander up further than that, like if you continue to go northwest, or if you go up and then try and looping around the other way to the southwest to go around to that bit at the bottom left, you will start. Yeah, it's 22. Well, I think, yeah, 22. Well, that's based on story event. It is nearby, but you can't actually go inside there yet. So you go. Like you're meant to go to 3. That's the story, and then come back to 1. But you can sort of, if you're powerful enough, you can wrap around. You can go northwest or southwest and explore like the rest of the world, pretty much. 24. Let's have a look. Final boss. That is, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is where you go to the final dungeon. It's like a portal, but it's not. I mean, that's another place that is. You can't go inside the final dungeon yet at the start of the game. You have to do other events to open it up. So you go to 3 and you go back to 1. And then once you've done that, story-wise, you've then got a canoe so that you can go across the little lake to the northeast and get to number 4. Right? That's what you're supposed to do. And story-wise, you know, story won't continue at number 4 until you've done the 131 thing. But you can, without doing any of that, get to number 4 still by going the whole way around the world. Like going northwest and then going all the way up. And back around, but that's really hard. But you can do it physically, and that will allow you to buy different spells that are in these towns that are located around. Hey up, Fran. I'm giving Lavender a bit of the lowdown of the Final Fantasy II world map here. So yeah, so I think what makes it interesting is because you've got these areas where there's like long stretches, and sometimes there's really hard enemies there, and so that allows you to, at least on some level, be able to, you know, go to different like places long before you're supposed to story-wise. But once you get to 4 in the story, or even just once you get to 4 in general, well, there's another message, I'll check it in a moment. Once you get to number 4 in the story, you can hire an airship that will drop you off at either number 3, 5, 6 or 8, I think. And when your mission is to go to number 8. So no, your mission is to go to number 6, I think. But the point is, like, you can hire an airship, or a boat. Oh no, I'm getting mixed up. No, you hire a boat to go from 4 to 5, and then in 5 you hire an airship to go to another one of those places. And the idea is, like, you can hire the boat and the airship to go to these places to, like, jump around a bit. But you can walk there, and it is a bit of a challenge, but you have that option to walk there. And I think this is something that Final Fantasy 2 does, that the other Final Fantasy games don't. I think the other games do, like, very interesting things with their map, but this particular thing of having stretches of land with hard enemies, where there's story events that makes it a lot easier for you, or you can overpower and just get there by walking, I think is very interesting. But yeah, he just ended up walking off, and he was saying, this game is too hard, the enemies are too hard, why am I fighting these enemies that kill me in one hit? And I just think that's interesting that, you know, like, you will get people who just, that's their experience. That sounds too... does it, Fran? What's it sound familiar? To? Oh, sorry, country girl. I was just explaining Final Fantasy 2. Oh, I see what you mean. See, right. Now, Amy here. People keep misgendering her, and I know why. Right? Now, fella, right, and other people have said, like, type of guy, fella, and all that. And it's because when you choose your character, you've got, like, oh, you can choose male or female. You've got these two characters. And I think they just made a script for the male character and then just left it at that. So when you're playing as Amy here, they're just like, hey, dude, you're that kind of guy that does this, you know, fella, and all that. Sort of familiar. Well, Fran, I thought you were going to say, ooh, it reminds me of another game where you can go to a certain cave at the start of the game and the enemies there are really hard. Where there's sentinels. You can go to the other side where there's krakens and guardians. Yep, that's a reference to Final Fantasy 5. Yeah, he is talking about... He loses weight and becomes your Jimbo. Well, see, in 8... there's a point in 8 where you lose Odin, and then you get Gilgamesh, and that was my first... like, instance of seeing Gilgamesh. So I thought Odin and Gilgamesh were, like, the same person. But then, in 6 you lose Odin and gain Raiden. But Raiden is more akin to Odin than Gilgamesh is. Yeah, I don't know. What is your deal? Has Noctis and Lightning in it, and there's Fran, but it's not 12 Fran. There's 12 Fran, but it's not 12 Fran. As in, there's a character called Fran. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Right, I have no idea where I'm going now. Maybe they were saying something? I don't remember. I didn't catch anything. You may notice that, I mean, I know I've not been playing this the whole hour, but you may notice I've been playing this an hour and I've not had a single fight yet. What am I doing? Yeah, tell me what to do. Right, okay. These are guys. The banger. I'll get you next time, Balthea. Right, it's a different Vieira then, I'm guessing. A bun bun. He knocked.
エデンの汎用サーバーに侵入するくらいなら、そういいじゃ、目当てのデータを探しますか。コメントを復元して作なんだ、それが目当てのひょっとしてこいつ。なるほど、確かに構造は似てる。
It's one of the very few tunes I remember from 12.
0と1で表せない何かの影響を受けたか。イーターが絡んでる。こりゃ思った。ここでうだうだやってておあつらい向きにこの妙なデータはこれなら直接確認できるし、仮にイーターみてえなヤバいプログラム Yes, that's Begamnon. He has a vendetta against Balthea. Right, Galacta Park in Kowloon. Back to Kowloon again. Dun, 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 dun. Oh dear. Right. Because I haven't got a clue. When are we getting to the fireworks factory? I don't know what that is meant to be a reference to. Right. Dutch. Okay. Lately Sakura's been acting weird for some reason. Yeah, I guess.
When are we getting to the fireworks factory? Right, Dutch. Why is some of these, like, American? Dutch? British? Why have they got question marks but that doesn't? They're trying to throw you off. Yes, let's do a connect jump thing in my bobby. Now. Where is it? Kowloon. Is this it? I think it's level 2. But I don't know. Oh, another message. Digimon is a max level at the farm. Right, okay then. Well, no. Let's get him Digivolved. Oh, no, no. I wonder what. You wonder what? Where is Digimon? Somewhere around here. Oh no, Farm Island. A little speedrun would look like. Right, I've thought about that, Fran. I think, right, a tools assisted speedrun. It would have to be a tools assisted speedrun because you wouldn't. No reasonable person would be lucky enough for this to happen. But I think you'd have to. Oh, hold on. Let's get this one. You'd have to. It would involve them. Right, this is how I imagine it. What is that? Ice Digimon. Never even heard of it. I mean, there's many of them I've never heard of. Right, and also a tool-assisted level up land speedrun would involve them heading off to the cave to the far cave to the left, and on the way finding wolves in which they extract a blast and then instantly run away. They would get to the cave and they would find sentinels and they would extract enough enhancers for like maybe a couple of turns and then run away. And they do a bunch of that, and then they would have to go north from there. Now, are there any? I don't know if there's any enemies on the way up from that cave that give you twist, but I mean, there's Guardian, Wizards. I mean, Wizards give you a lot. Yeah, you'd have to fight a Wizard so you could extract a warp. Do Wizards give twists? I mean, they might do. Also, bear in mind that Wizards would be very weak because you wouldn't have very many spells. Right, okay. But you could get blasts from wolves. You get a few blasts from wolves. And once you've got into the cave, you would fight. You'd fight Titans or Juggernauts. You wouldn't fight any basilisks, but you'd have to fight like a Titan or a Juggernaut to extract a bunch of lava walks. And then use the lava walks to get across to the dragon, and then you'd fight the dragon with all the shield that you've got from enhancers and just blast and maybe twist if you've got it, and then instantly warp and go back, and then you'd do it. But I mean, that's not a reasonable thing that any person that would happen to like a person. It'd have to be a tool assisted one where you could manipulate all the damage and escape chances and extracting rates and all that. But that's the way I think it would be. A total-assisted speedrun of Level Up Land wouldn't be very long at all. It might be a few minutes, I guess. I think it would be a few minutes. I'd see if there's anything else that's close to max level. Well, you're at max level. Oh, I can choose many of these. Let's go with this one. Yeah, if wizards give twist, I don't think they do, because they have, right, they've got all 10 slots filled. I know I think three of them are for warp, and the rest of them are just one of them, one each. So I know they give you, oh, what is it? They give analyze. So of the 7 left, which they only have 1 slot dedicated to, there's analyze, siphon, joker, freeze, copy, and I think maybe heal and regenerate, or maybe strike and regenerate. I don't remember if they give strikes. I'm amazing. Oh, thank you, Coraman. You know who else is amazing? You. Just check see if any of these are near Maxwell. You are. Right, and they're all level 1. Right, well, I'll definitely digivolve you because that's far too high for a Baba. No, I meant to do this. Yeah, you're too high for a Baba as well. Yeah, I don't think they give twists. I mean, what else can you... I mean, you could fight a Guardian, they don't give twists, they give, like, barriers. Right. I mean, maybe you wouldn't even need enhancers. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe technically it could be done at, like, minimum shield. Even with, like, 30 health. I don't know, it depends how fast... If you could do the first barrier... If you had, like, a massive pile of barriers... And you use the first barrier... Before your health gets hit with the dragon... And you just have a ton of barriers... And you can keep the battle up constantly... So do, like... barrier twist, barrier twist, barrier twist, or something like that. I mean, what would help push it a bit further is if you can find death on the way. I don't think there's anything there that gives death either. Nothing like on the beach or on that area. Like, there's guardians, there's wizards, and there's krakens. There's krakens on the beach. I mean, there's knights, but you don't want to get anything from them. So it would be a combination of enhancers and barriers from the sentinels, I think. They are. Knights and horses. Right. Oh, I can't. Oh, you don't have enough camaraderie. Oh, that's annoying. Well, let's get you down a bit then. Let's de-digivolve you. Should feed you some nummies. Bun Bun! Yes! There's definitely a Bun Bun. I couldn't have digivolved it into a bun bun. You know what? Let's... Oh, no, I'm at the wrong thing. But anyway, let's... Well, let's get one of... I know it costs a lot, but let's get one of these. Right. Increases the precision of searches. Well, let's go there. Hold on. Farm goods. Increases the precision of searches. Well, let's investigate. I'll let you get on with that. Yeah, knights are the... would you say knights or horses? Right, well, basically, there's not really much of a joke to it. It's just that when I played Odin Sphere, there was you know, there was bun buns and they were all very cute, and we were like, ah, look, cute bun buns. And it's just every time since then, whenever I've found bun buns in the game, it's been, oh look, there's another bun bun. So like Dark Cowled, when that mage guy took his hood off, and it was like, oh, it's a bun bun. And World of Final Fantasy, whenever we find something that's a rabbit, we just say, look, it's another bun bun. So now it's just tradition where whenever I find, whenever I find the bun buns, it's like, yeah, look, there's another bun bun in the game that I'm streaming. It's just what happens. I just encounter bun buns. Does he? I don't remember that. No. Ah, okay. I don't want no trouble. But I just can't leave it like this. I'm the sweetest girl in all Japan. Exactly. It's just... Anyway, Fran from Final Fantasy 12 is a bun bun. So, there we have both someone called Fran and a bun bun all in one. Mightn't have... You're freaking me out. What? Go to Akihabara now? Sure, I guess. Ah, is she? Don't know. But something happened at least 50 years ago, so at least 50. Oh, you know, I was thinking... I don't know. I was thinking that... I would like to have a sort of a Bun Bun reference in Level Up Land 2, but I don't actually think I would want a Bun Bun enemy. I have thought of a joke that I would like to think. Right, okay. Here's the thing. I have thought of a joke that I would like to put in Level Up Land 2. I came up with it, but then I'm half and half with it, because on one side I'm thinking it's good, but also, do I want to put something that's such like an inside joke into such a big project? So I'm kind of conflicted. Oh, we're gonna... Uh-huh. Yeah, it's somewhere here. Right. Yeah. Right, so this... But this is like... What? The first dungeon in the game? So, I'm back here, searching for an item. But, it keeps making me go through the same dungeons, and the enemies aren't getting any stronger. So here I am with my champions, just wailing on these little babbers. Oh, look at all that experience. Like, oh, find the item that's somewhere around here. Well, that's fair enough, but why here? Why not take me to a, like, an extra dungeon or something where there's enemies that are of my level? I don't get it. Is the idea that I'm meant to be bringing in my weaker Digimon to train them up? I don't know. And I'm at a detriment in the long term for not doing that. It's going to take like 50 battles to get a level up. Oh wait, no. This is Kowloon level 3. Or level 1. 2, I mean. Dun 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 dun. And you're dead. Do 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 do. Oh, I forgot to convert Digimon. Well, never mind. Can I, Right, okay. Is that what I needed? Yes. Oh no, it's made the enemies in this area more powerful. Oh dear, that's such a bad thing. If only. Huh? Oh. Well then. What? Right. I mean, it's not super weak, but... certainly not strong. Dun 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 dun. So, for level up land 2, I've got all of the spells that I want. I've don't look, Wisemon. I know how I want all of the spells to work now. I mean, the biggest job I've got now, aside from programming it, the biggest job I've got now, design-wise, is the enemies. I've got to think about how to program the whole thing, because it's going to be quite a challenge. It's going to be more complicated than the first game. To program, that is. Especially when you've got like multiple characters fighting multiple enemies. But the way I'm doing it, and I think I might have seen something like this before. I don't know where I'm going. I think I might have right, load it back up. The way I'm doing it is that you've got like 3 enemies in a fight at once, but they've got like an order to them, so you can't choose who you attack. You're always attacking like the first in line, unless you've got something with like a ranged attack or something like that, or like an AoE spell. All your attacks go to the closest enemy, and then once they've gone, the next one in line takes the brunt of the attacks. Right, let's Kyoko. Kuremi. What colour are the lenses of Kuremi sunglasses? They are pink. Right. So I'll be right back 1 second. And I'm back. I'm also thinking I've got an idea for an enemy in mind that I didn't do with the first game. I want to have, you know, like how in RPGs you've got like an enemy that's rare but offers up like a lot of good stuff if you find it. I'm gonna have one of those. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Have something like a 2% or 1% spawn rate or something like that. Because with the first game, everything's spawn rate was in multiples of 10%. So the rarest something could be would be 10% in an area. And the most common is 100%. But in 2, I'm gonna have, every area is gonna have a wider variety of enemies that you can encounter, but I don't think, I might have about the same or maybe even a bit less in terms of the amount of enemies, like different types of enemies that there are. I don't know. Originally I was wanting to have more, but I don't know. Like, how many enemies do I have in the first game? I think it's like 38. I mean, there's more spells. So, I mean, comparing the numbers here. Oh, 39. Right. So, in the original game, in Level Up Land 1, there was, I think it was 28 spells, like 28 different spells you can get. And in 2, there's going to be 44. Not going to be quite as varied though, because they're all going to be battle centric. And the first game has 39 enemies, and the second game, originally I was planning to have like maybe about 60 or so, but I'm thinking I might not go that high. I was talking to you. Ah, actually, no, first I was digi-converting. Those eggs freak me out because they look like cubes, but they're sort of inverted cubes. It looks weird. Oh, let's do that again. Hee, right, Akihabara, okay then. Is there anything on here? No. So, I'm fine. I think this game's alright. But I wouldn't particularly recommend it. Because I feel like there's so much time being spent doing nothing. And it is quite annoying. Thank you very much. That's like the chef Bun Bun. Thank you very much, Akihabara. Right, let's go find. I think that's where they are. This is where they are. Oh. Well, cutscene time, so I guess. Well, sort of, not really. Oh. Aha! It's like another dungeon finally. Oh no, there is one part in Final Fantasy VI where you have to walk around talking to people. I remember now. But that's like one part. Look, over there. It's a Digimon, digital dungeon, Digimon in dungeons. Snap out of it, will ya? Keep calm. You're an anime character, you're gonna panic over something, aren't you? Let's get this item over here. Let's actually go and make use of that. Can I use? Do I have to use that from the menu? Oh, memory up. Did I just have those? Oh, increases max HP. So I remember being in school, right? And someone in my class in primary school, she told me about the Porygon episode of Pokemon, like something Soldier Porygon or whatever it's called, and she was telling me about it, and I was so confused because I had no idea at that age. I had no idea what a seizure was, and she was saying that, oh, there was an episode in Japan where like the Porygon did an attack and it gave like the kids a seizure. And I was thinking, I said, what? Well, and I said, what? So what you mean is that the Porygon did an attack that came out of the TV and attacked the people watching, and I was just like joking because I didn't understand. I was thinking like, well, this is what sounds like you're saying, and that sounds ridiculous. I said, so the Porygon like did an attack that came out of the TV. It just started laughing. It's like, no, it did the beam, and people were having a seizure. I'm like, well, I was calling it, oh, the seizure beam. I was like, so how did the seizure beam attack the people? I didn't understand. Is it here that I want to be? No. I was so silly. Farmer, wait. Okay. 10 out of 10. Yes. How do I use the farm expansion? It's not in here. Oh. Well, there we go. Well, yeah, but see, the thing is though, is that like people watching like Chernobyl don't suffer from it. You know, they don't get ill for seeing like a nuclear explosion on TV. So I was introduced to this concept. Right, okay. See you later, Fran. I was introduced to this concept when like she said, oh well, yeah. But as a kid, that's why I was confused, because I just thought, well, whatever the seizure thing means, it happened through a TV. I'm thinking, what, did the Porygon attack the kids through the TV? I was so confused. But when I'm thinking back to it now, what I'm wondering is, how did she know about this? Because we would have been like, what, 10 or 11? Oh, I can't actually put more in there. Oh, well, never mind. Right, what am I doing? Angel. I think there was like a Goldfinger song on. It was either Angel or Buffy or something. They had like a Goldfinger song or something. But I don't know. Right. Battles. Well, They've got bun ears. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna get one of my Coca-Cola sweet thingies. I've got a sore throat. Those blue rabbit guys. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember those at all. Soundtrack, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's... What? The page isn't working? Right, come on. What song? What Goldfinger song was on Buffy? It's from 1999, so it doesn't give it Come on. Dun, 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 dun. They're not gonna say. Alabama. Right, will you die in one hit? You don't die in one hit. Poop toss? That's very, very dirty. Buffy soundtrack. Level 17, da 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 da. Oh, getting levels. Right. There's a lot. Da-da-dun. Right, well, not that way. Oh, no, it wasn't Goldfinger. It was, I Quit by Hepburn. I know why I got that mixed up. Because back in the early 2000s, there was a... Oh, so this is another dead end. It's looking very Persona 4-ish with all these TVs. In the early 2000s, there was a website called Radio Blog Club. And this is how I listened to music online. And what happened was, like, people had like made their own playlist of music, and I was just discovering Goldfinger. That was like what was one of the first bands I knew about, and so I found one of the playlists which had a Goldfinger song that I knew, and after that I had another Goldfinger song which I didn't know, but then I got to know through that. And then after that was I Quit by Hepburn. So even though I never cared about... Oh, this guy again. Even though I never cared about like Hepburn or that song or anything like that, I got to learn it just by it appearing next on a playlist I used to go on to a lot. So now that's like a nostalgic song for me. It's very much one of those like late 90s girl power pop songs. I quit. I quit. 'Cause loving you's a job I don't need. Ain't gonna go to work no more.
なんだってあんたがここに。まさか秋葉原でこのゲそのまさか研究は日進月デジタルウェブ
But it's weird because aside from that, I've never heard it like anywhere else or anything like that.
シフトが発生する地域を特定シフトで
Yeah, it does have a nice ring to it, the labyrinth.
名前はともかくだ倒せば元に戻るいかにも
Indubitably.
方に実証してもらった通りですいやはやその説はどう俺たちの他にも中にもそれもこの現象のせいなのかいやデジタルシフトに巻き込まれただけで現に我々はピンピンしてじゃあゲーイーターかそれともまあ
Yeah.
実に起きたとしても不思議いかなる可能性も否定だ真相は自分の目で確かめるしかねえってことかな花からそ
Uh-huh. Oh, I do like these sweets. They're very nice.
もう少し調査しておりますので何かありましたらどうぞ
I know I mentioned them last time. They're like these little you get them from Aldi. Like little Coca-Cola sweets with sherbet in, but the sherbet is like just towards the ends. So once you're like a little bit into it, the sherbet starts peeping out, like seeping out of the sides, and then you can taste it. It's really nice. Boom! Well, you're in a panic. And you've got your defense down. I mean, not really matters because you're dead now anyway. It's the Ross chain combo! Kaboom! Yeah, getting a lot of level ups here. You know, when you said this game is grindy, it's definitely not how I was expecting it to be. Oh, it's you again. Here's the perv, yeah. There's something about him. Huh? Oh. Hello thingamajiggy. Whoa, what? Those are two things. Dot? Well. Those are two things that do not thematically match, or that I would have thought. I don't know what that dot means. It's like an angelic slug. I wonder if dot Q is after battle. Well, that happened. And as a result of that, those TVs have gone. Okay. Oh, okay, I see where this is going. they got rid of some TVs somewhere, and behind that will be another one of those things that will get rid of another set of TVs somewhere. Are you still dotted? Don't think so. I have no idea. But hey, at least I'm in a dungeon. Might be to do with their speed. Probably. Now where are the TVs that that thing got rid of? Not those ones. No, that'll be at the end of this trek, probably. Let's actually have a good old-fashioned saving. Just notice the save icon looks like a little SD card. Which is partly fitting when you consider that like the original ones used a floppy disk to save, and now this is like, you know, more. I'm guessing this is meant to be like more like in the future or whatever. Ah, is this where I'm going? Is this Jimmy Ken? Oh no. Have to draw. Hey, look, it's you. What is going on? No freaking way! Oh, you don't have to draw anymore, do you? Well, she stopped now, hasn't she? Oh, I was going to say something. Yeah, floppy disks. I know they're very much outdated and all that, but I like floppy disks. I like the way they look and the way they feel and the way that you push them in the slot and it goes ding, the way it sticks in and everything. Maybe because my first system was an Amiga. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? And you press the button and it like shoots out a bit. It's not fanfic, it's original work. It's 100% completely original. It's called Digimon. Even you're trashing my manga. You know, that kind of reminds me. Oh no. You're evil. You got a wise man. Oh, hold on. Right. There was a time back. I don't remember. There was I was in the game station and I was talking to some of the staff there. And like the staff knew me, like from going there, and you know I got on with them and everything. And this guy walks up to the desk, and he's got a couple of bags. He's got like a scruffy coat on. He's got like his hair is like sticking out all over, and he's got like a beard and everything. And he definitely doesn't look very clean or anything. And he comes in and he says, "Look, just to let you know, I'm not a funny guy. I don't tell jokes. I'm serious, and I just want you to know that when I say what I say, I mean it absolutely seriously." And so we're all thinking like, oh dear, what's going on here? And then he said, "Do you have Pac-Man?" And the guy at the desk said, "Oh no, sorry, we don't." And then he puts his bags on the floor, grabs his hair, starts screaming, and then like spinning around in a circle. And then and the guy at the counter's like, "Oh, we don't do this. Maybe if you try this place or that place." And then he continues to. He's like saying stuff like, "Oh, I've been over here," and then he continues to grab his hair and yeah, I know. Right, he continues to like grab his hair and like spin around and stuff. and then when he leaves, I look at the staff and they start laughing, and I'm thinking, like, they thought it was funny. I was scared. I was like, what's this guy gonna do? I know, but he said like, "I don't make jokes, I don't do this." I thought, well, I was thinking to myself like, am I in danger here? He was because he said like, "Oh yeah, I don't make jokes, I'm serious and everything," and I just thought, okay, where's this going? And then when he said, "Do you have Pac-Man?" I thought, well, that's not like a but it's not like a completely normal question. I mean, most people wouldn't ask for Pac-Man, you know. It's not like a regular question, but it's a normal question that you can expect. Like if you heard someone say it, you wouldn't. It's not completely out of the ordinary. And then he just said no, and he just started grabbing his hair and like spinning around and screaming. Yeah, and this whole thing here just made me think of that. For lack of Pac-Man. Have you seen, there's like a YouTube clip about that guy who's obsessed with Pac-Man. He's wearing like a Pac-Man t-shirt, he's got all the Pac-Man like toys and everything. And he's saying like, everything in life goes back to Pac-Man. Or something like that. Okay then. Wait. If I attack you? Oh! Well. That's not doing all damage. Oh, you get 2 turns next. What ability do I have? I completely missed your comment there about Yahtzee. Hold on. Yahtzee, sorry, that ET for the Atari led to Japanese exposure to the West. I don't remember that. Now, has he got a reflection on? Oh no, I thought that... Oh, it's quite a bit of damage. Alright. Are you gonna kill us now? Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, this guy just packed quite a punch, so... Anti-paralysis... Well, you weren't paralysed, but you did heal yourself. Recoil damage. Yeah, I've just noticed. I noticed that recently. It's because there's this guy I've got going around with me. He's got his own Digimon who's like doing attacks in the background. So when he gets a turn, like the next turn here, it's just gonna be bang their attack, like a supporting thing. Well, I wouldn't have thought so. It's... I mean, I guess in the way that you can't really control it, but it can't be hit either. I don't think so, at least. I think it's just there to do extra attacks. In the DS version, don't they do things for you? Like, I think in the original version, they don't do anything. They're just, like, accomplices. Right. Yeah, I don't know much about 3. I sort of missed out on 3 during my big Final Fantasy revelation, I suppose. I'm using up a lot. Well, oh yeah. Well, it is getting healed there. Yeah, mirror reflection. I don't know what that does. Right. Well, that's better. At least for Waspmon. I'm finding with this camera moving around a lot. And I find this with, like, from what I've seen of, like, Pokemon Stadium and Coliseum and all that, is that it's harder to get a proper grasp of what's going on with your characters when the camera's moving around a lot. Like, if it stays in one place or it moves around just, like, a bit during attacks or something. But, like, the way it's rotating around here, I don't really think about them as being physically there as much as I just think about their health bars and all that. Well, he's going down. Sort of. Yeah, let's use my virus Digimon to spend time healing. Whereas you just gonna kill it. Good. Right, Tenamon could probably do with the digivolving. Oh, we got a memory up as well. That's good. Uh-huh. Oh no. Must be looking forward to your manga. Oh no. No. I don't want to believe it. I guess I just never realised. Nishino. No. Sanada. I just wanted everyone to enjoy my manga. But something sad to swallow beside me. I couldn't stop. Why? Tell me why. Oh. It's the white boy. I'll go fight this thing again. Yeah. It's the... Aww. Am I gonna die? Am I going to lose? It's got quite a bit of a defense, doesn't it? No! I'll just hack down. I'll just have to take you with magic. Hold on. Just had to sneeze. Yes, you've only got physical attacks. That's no good. No! That's a lot of damage. He shows a lot of defense. He's not weak to anything, he's like completely devoid of information. Defense down, yes, defense down. That's good. Right. Physical attacks. Let's get you down, down, down. Whoa! Well, at least that wasn't... Oh, he can get hit. Never mind then. Did he just heal a ton? Wait. Jeez, he is healing a ton. Yes, come on, do good damage. That's not too bad. But still, it's not outpacing his healing. Yeah, keep doing that same thing. So that you're not healing. Critical! What I like to see. Yeah, attack that thing that isn't me. Yeah, not the thing that is me. Right. Well, there's nothing I can really do. I don't have like any powerful attacks or anything. I don't think those abilities don't seem to stack. The attack up and all that, and int down and stuff. I don't think it stacks at all. But he can do a lot of damage when he wants to. His defense is back to normal. It's that ally guy who's reducing his defense. Right. Okay, this is quite risky now. Ah, he's so close. Right, oh, he's close to death. Come on. There you go. Oh, Bukamon's maxed. Yeah. Yeah, I think the final boss on Final Fantasy IV... Oh, I might be remembering this wrong. No. I don't know why. No, I don't think it is right. For some reason, I was under the impression that, like, halfway through the battle, he healed himself fully once, but then he never used it again after that. Like, halfway, like, getting half down. But I don't think that is the case. I think it's, he just... His attacks get weaker after half health or something like that. So I'm on chapter 7 yet then? She has an evil smile. Eden syndrome? Does she know? What's going on here? As far as I'm aware, I'm still in it. I don't recall seeing anything since then. Yeah. It's just sort of like, oh yeah, there's you in a coma. And then I might be wrong. I might have just missed it, but in terms of, like, you know, it might have just flew by me. But as far as I'm aware, that's not changed. Right, hold on, I've got another comment on this. Let's hold on. Sorry, just gonna read something for a bit. I'll be 1 second. I got a pop saying so and so has commented on your post. And this is the one about trying to figure out what that game was. But I can't see it. Saying, what is this game? It said so and so's commented, but I'm looking through the comments here and they're not there. So unless they made a comment and then deleted it, and I don't know what, it's not like a controversial topic where someone might say something and then regret saying it and then say, oh, I should have said that. It's just saying, what is this game? But no, it's just not there at all. Strange. I will find out eventually what that game was, though. Somehow, somewhere. How can you not know? Right, so there's no cure for Eden syndrome. Oh, there's something about the body there of Amy. So I don't know, maybe it is going to go back and reference all that.
巨大化したというデジモンに操られた男を彼はデジモンに影響されてしまったが逆に彼女の心の奥底にある妄執承認欲求そういった精神作用がデジモンを呼び寄せ結びつきそして迷いがの発生で結びつきが強まり彼女はハッカーではないデジモンとも縁遠いそれでもデジモンを強化した上刺激し今回の事件を引き起こした
So consistent. I shall be right back. Hold on one moment. Right, I'm back. It looks as though the stream on my phone is stuck buffering, so is this going fine to you? I'm just going to have to reload it on my end. What is going on here? Can you hear me okay? Let's do an audio test. Yeah, it sounds fine.
ともかく事件の解決は君は運だけでなく実力も頼もしい限りだ。
Doodle doo doo.
スウェードを開けに迷いがない部は危険であるにもかかわらず天才と呼ばれる人物の行動はだがそれは取りもなく推理が憶測を呼びいや私も迷い込んでしまったのかも。
Of all the RPGs I've played, this is definitely one of the most story intensive ones. And despite that, I feel like not much has happened. Right, this is probably on chapter 7 now. Which is he would disappear when he gets run over. What, like get rid of the body or? I don't know. 5 messages. Pink, correct, not bad. How's your health these days? Yep. Don't worry about me. Yes, strange. And this is meant to be a kids game. You always get that. I always find that in a lot of like reviews and stuff. People say, and this is meant to be a kids game. But a lot of the time, I don't think... I think when it comes to like skill level and all that, I mean, obviously it's a different subject to, you know, people getting impaled and all that. But I think, you know, kids are perfectly capable. And if they're not, then that's just a case of, well, it varies by the kid, doesn't it? You know, I remember playing, I know, it just made me think of that. Like, when I think of like the games I played as a kid and the things I managed to accomplish, I mean, granted, in some case, I can also remember being really, really bad. But I also remember, like, I remember Tearaway Thomas was the first game I ever played, and I remember, like, not being able to complete the first level when I was there, 4 years old, in the little, when it was all set up in the living room, and I remember like getting to the second stage and the third stage and everything and being like really excited, like yeah, but despite that, I know I managed to get to the final level of Tearaway Thomas. I've never completed it. I managed to get to the final level as a young kid before I got my Mega Drive, and that game is tough, but I did it. I managed to do it. So people say, how are kids meant to be able to do this? I think, you know, you can give kids some kids deserve more credit when it comes to being able to do things. I think I saved, didn't I, with the chapter thing, but... Steal. What, another message already? I always get mixed up with which way that is. Well, exactly, but you know that you did it. Somehow. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, Terry Thomas. The idea is... the idea behind Terry Thomas is it's a platform game. And on every level you have to collect gems, and once you've got enough gems you can then jump into the exit. And it's all time based, so you lose lives by running out of time in a level. And I managed to get to the final level, which... some of the levels in that game are so hard. There's two levels in that game where if you there's a pit. There's 2 levels in that game where if you fall down somewhere too early, you can't complete the game because you don't have enough gems and you can't get back. One of those levels is skippable, and there's 2 levels that are just really hard. There's one level which I've never really seen much of because it's skippable, and it's always easier to skip it than it is to go through it, where it's on the icy level. And I don't even think there's any footage of it on YouTube because everyone just skips it. But you've got this... it's a very small level. There's not much there, but the time limit is tiny, and there's this big wheel of tiny platforms whizzing round like in a big circle, and it's so hard to land on the platforms. And you've got to do it like within just like the time. The limit has it's like 20 seconds or something. And then there's a level in the last world where, and the game, like the idea of the game is you run really fast, right? Which it's not like Sonic where you build up momentum or anything. It's like you run at fastest speed. You're either running at fastest speed possible or you're stood still. There's none of like momentum or anything. It's just all or nothing. And there's one level like near the end of the game where you collect a hamburger which gives you like extra speed, and the level is all about having like this massive room and just like these single springs just hovering in the air, and you've got to get to like the top of like these high platforms, and it's ridiculous. But I managed to get past it as a kid. When you say bugs and time chasers, do you mean time busters? Or is that something different? Yeah, I had... well, no, my brother had it. Well, he still got it. But, I managed... I got to the final world, but I never managed to complete it. I think the last world was, like a haunted house one. I remember there was a bit where you had to like step into these machines. Yes. You stepped into these machines and it sort of swapped your body with like a zombie or a Frankenstein's monster or something. And then you had to do stuff like that, but I never actually got to it because I never completed it. But I remember the first 3 worlds, and I remember I really liked that game. I put it in my top 200, I think. Maybe been like around 150 also in my top 500 list. The Dorinanico underpass has been unlocked. Okay, so that. The third was like a Greek world. I remember you had different rooms based on different elements. God, I should watch a Let's Play of Time Busters, you know. I mean, I'm going to finish this Final Fantasy V Let's Play first. For definite, but... it's one of those games where I think, I should watch a Let's Play of that. Did you have Bugs Bunny Lost in Time? Because I had that first and then I completed it. Fun story. I might send you it actually. When I was Okay, wow. It would have been in 1999. Hey, Moyle. Right. Sorry for you, and I'm gonna send you this. There's at the end of 1999. We were in my dad's house, and we were upstairs in the attic, which was like the computer room, and this was like this place was like my first experience of the internet. Because I remember my dad had the internet, and I remember we'd go on like, it chose like a Pokemon website where you could like look at Pokemon and it'd tell you information about them and all that, which was like so cool to us at the time. But what we did was we would he had a microphone set up, so we'd like say things into the microphone, and he'd like get the recordings and everything and play us back to them, because you know at that age, yeah, at that age, having a microphone and hearing yourself back is very very neat. And what happened was, he on Christmas of that year, he brought us, yeah, exactly. He got us, well, he got me more specifically, and I've still got it. He got us a CD with a picture of me and my brother on, and it was called Merlin Falls Over in the Mud. And basically what he did was he'd taken all of these different he'd taken all of these different like clips that we did and put it into a song. So one of the things, because I had been playing Bugs Bunny Lost in, yeah, well, because I had been playing Bugs Bunny Lost in Time, one of the things I said was, "Hello, my name is Merlin and I am a sorcerer," and that was like one of the sound clips that they used. Yeah, it's like a 4-minute song of like little like sound effects, like little loops, like drum beats and dun 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 dun. Hello, my name is Merlin and I am a sorcerer. And my brother's like, "I fell over in the mud. I fell over in the mud." And that's how they made Merlin Falls Over in the Mud. I am going to send you it. I am definitely going to send you it. If I was to ever upload it like online or anything, I have to cut the end off because it has credits at the end where we say who we are, and so I'd be dead naming myself. So I'm gonna, of course, I can send you the original, but it is indeed, it was indeed very adorable. I have just quickly taken a picture, and I'm going to show you the well, okay, 1999, like the end of 1999, I'd have been 11. So I was I'm sending you a picture of the CD cover. So you see there's me on the left and my brother on the right with our nearly matching coats. Well, 1990. Well, I was born in 88, so 99, end of 99, I was 11. Aww, little cute bun bun. Do 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 do, la 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 ha, I love you, hardly yaddy. Ooh. Oh, what did I do? Okay, a happy song, a happy song, a very happy song, a very happy song. I am happier than you, I'm happier than them. I am the happiest person of all the happy people. So happy, so happy. Oh, I've got to listen to it again. But yeah, that's Bugs Bunny Lost in Time influenced the making of that song. La 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 ha, I love you, ha ya yay. Oh, I love you. So how old would he have been? He would have been 5, nearly turning 6. So, yeah. Da, da, da. Right, hold on. I don't know if I'm not playing the whole thing, but it's like a little, I don't know if this is gonna come out well, or if you'll be able to hear it at all. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, so it's like hold on. Hello, my name is Merlin and I am a sorcerer. Not paying any attention to this. Too busy thinking about Merlin falling over in the mud. I fell over in the mud. I also do countdown to the millennium, and I say the numbers in silly voices. Da, da, da. Right, let's load up Twitch back up on my phone. What could you hear that? Oh right, the countdown to the millennium. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, like without context. Without context, I can understand. More messages. Right, I think. Ah, there it is. Right, yeah, any message that's got blue text is one that you've not, in quotes, read yet. And you read them by hovering over them. Okay then. Right, so where am I going? Something to do with... Is it an underground thing? God, I've totally lost it, you know. Didn't I get like a farm thing or an expander thing or something? I don't know. Oh, memory up. Jeez, I can... 60 spaces now. I can probably stick some more stuff into my party. Right, well, let's... Oh, I need to... Digivolve this guy. Into Syakomon. Yeah. How close is everyone else? Let's... Oh, you got a long way to go to max, as do you. So you should probably level up. That's going to be Palmon, isn't it? Yeah, see, I'm going to need some camaraderie building. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to feed them the meat. To get them... I can't even digivolve into any of those. Now... Yeah, they're not high enough level. Woodmon, can you? Oh, you can. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna have a weak Digimon for a little bit, but let's go into this thing. Means you're gonna be a higher rank. I could probably fit you in. Cherrymon. No, I can't. Did you evolve any of those? Caramon, let's get you to... No, let's... Hold on. No, that can't be Starmon because it's blacked out. Super Starmon, okay. Yeah, I am going to need some camaraderie for that, but... I mean, I imagine one of the trophies is going to be for getting a bunch of... like, having all of the Digimon, filling out the Digi... Whatever it's called, the Digidex or something like that. Which I know is like just Pokedex, but with Digi, but... I don't know. Right, let's get you to Hawkmon. Geogramon, you can't go up, can you? Right, now... issue I've got here... Let's, oh, Digi Network 4, where's number 3? I just want to get into a fight. Superstar man. I'm you but better. I just want to get Cherrymon. Oh, it's got 1,000 health at level 1 still. But I just want to get it some experience to get that leveled up. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I love... You know what? I love how they don't skimp out on making the bar go up for levels. Like, Digimon that grow tons of levels, it doesn't just like... it doesn't just appear there. You actually see the bar like shooting up 6 or so times. I remember you mentioning that, and I didn't know that either. But yeah, look, Cherrymon starts at high stats at level 1. I wonder, hold on. My party size, have I got... Yeah, I can fit more Digimon in there. Yeah, it is really cool. Yeah, I just want to get it a few levels. Yes, it's very cool. Very cool. You know what? I'm gonna have some garlic bread tonight. Yeah, Zeros combo. Pac-Man. Yeah. Yeah, garlic bread, very cool. I might stick it in the oven rather soon. Right, yes. I was going to do. I was going to see what else I could stick into my party. I've got space for 3 more, and I've got space for, what is that, 8? 8 memory. So I can put a bunch of babbers in. Then I might have to keep coming back and forth to dog evolving them. Yeah, two quotes that you can take out of context. Right. Leave the Dogger Lab. Doggomon. Gabimon. Right, now, what did this say? Nanako Underpass. Nakano, I mean. Farm Development Kit 1. Right, does this mean if I leave this area? I'm still on chapter 6. Right. Oh, I like the look of this place. I like factories and stuff in games. I really like them. What's going on? Now what? Yeah, what do you mean concentrate? Concentrate on what? Huh? One hour later. Oh, is this the joke of, oh, it's still there? 2 hours later? Or several hours later? Man, she has some endurance. 100 years later. Oh, right, okay. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Right. Okay, that took a good 100 years. See, I like these dungeons because they're new. And I know they look the same, but it's like, oh, I'm actually going to a new place. I've got to, like, figure out the little shortcuts and ways of getting around. But it did. Yeah, I mean, as quickly as you can. I mean, never mind the 100 years it took us to get in here. Now you got to be quick. Oh, you're very nice, Hawkman. Very friendly. Oh. Bunch of stuff to reply to. Do. I do wish the game was more of this, more of like these dungeons. When I think of like the best and the classic RPGs, I'll think of. Ah, well, here's a new thing. Copy and paste. Copy the target's colour and temporarily saves it by pasting it onto a colourless base. When correctly placed, the security will be dropped. Mirror to continue. Moving to a different area will clear any copied data. Right, is there nothing there? I'm taking it. Oh, is that blue? So I've got to get something and put it there. Or is this it here? I'm going to see it again. Oh, the joys of having a cold. Right, yellow. You can tell it's yellow because it's yellow and it says yellow on it. Look at the orientation of that word yellow. It's so strange. Like, is it just me? Or is it so strange? Like, it says yellow starting from the top. It's like they're upside down versions of each other. Oh, I don't know. Tenderman. Right, Cherrymon's gonna get a bunch of levels, I'm guessing, from these now. I guess. I don't know. Oh no. Yeah. Are you gonna be yellow now? Yeah. I fell over in the mud. I fell over in the mud. I fell over in the mud. Is that all I needed to do here? Was that it? Oh, come on, game. Provide me more content, please. I always find it really weird, right? I mean, I don't know how you'll feel about this, but I always find it really weird when you've got, like with RPGs, you've got the type, there's people who will say, ooh, there's not much gameplay, it's all cutscene, you know, it's all about the story, and so on and so forth. And then you've got people who will say, well, it's, you know, it's okay, the gameplay's fine. You know, yeah, sure, there's some story, but it's all alright. But I find with both of those groups, they tend to not distinguish between games that I can make like a huge distinction between. Like, if I think about like certain RPGs, and I think, well, yeah, they do have more story compared to most, like, well, maybe not as much these days, but like most average games of what you'd find, yeah, they do tend to spend more time talking about the story and all that. But to me, there's a stark, huge difference between, say, something like this or Persona, you know, something like that, with, like, a Final Fantasy game, for example. And even further example would be like Pokemon. There's, although, well, you say they've changed that in recent years, but like the early Pokemon games, there was like even less than Final Fantasy games. So it seems strange to me that, there's like this glaring difference in scale. Like, people would look at this and see the amount of story and all that in this and think, oh yeah, that's like about the same as what a Final Fantasy game would have because that's normal for RPGs. But to me, it's like, there's a huge difference between this and that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not playing this and thinking, oh yeah, this is just like all those other RPGs I play. Exact same amount of story, exactly what I'd expect. I'm playing this and thinking, no, there's loads of it. Now, does this remind you of anything? Like the way that you've got like a sewer pipe and then it splits up in two there. It reminds me of something. Right. Okay. I'll see you later. Ever heard of ley lines before? Know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. But there's definitely going to be an item at the end of this because it's got all this distortion and stuff. Oh, I don't know which way to go. Right. Nothing there. Lovely. That's just lovely. And press and release. Yeah, utterly amazing. Oh, look at this place. It looks very nice, I must say. Municipality. Oh, and like that I'm back all of a sudden. Oh, hiccups. That sounds good to me. Right, so what am I doing now? Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. I trail over in the mud. So, oh, you know what? I'll leave that for now. Let's just do these. Just get them done. Kowloon level 2. Oh, I need a thing. Oh, go get it for me. Oh, go back through this place you've been through a million times. Dun 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 dun. Agumon, where are you? Ah, there's that missing thing. Pagumon. So I wonder if like this is the extent of the Babbas and the rookies and all that. I don't know. What was I doing? Player. Tokyo Metropolitan Office. Oh, no, 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 no. So is that good man around here? I don't particularly. I'm not particularly enthusiastic about this idea of hunting out Agumon when he might not be here. You know, fighting these same weak enemies. Is that a mustache? Or is that its mouth? Oh, it's a mustache. Okay. Actually, hold on. Can I? Oh, that kind of works. Oh yeah, you're a very wise tree. Dun 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 dun. Not there. Well, this is riveting, isn't it? I mean, I'm completely aware of the possibility that Agumon just is not here at all. Dun 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 dun. Is that Otamamon? Oh, it's just a quiz. Take a rest. Get and have an early night. And I think I'm out to have an... I mean, I say that. I say I'm out to have an early night. But I'm not good at doing that. I can never make myself have an early night. I'm fully expecting to get to the end of this. And, yep, no Agumon. There's nothing at all. Did I even accept the mission? Gotta go all the way back now. I might not have actually accepted the mission, you know. That is so silly of me. Back attack. That's not normal. My Cherrymon has higher stats at that level, at level 10, than the Vidramon has at level 24. And bop on the head, and you can bop on the head. Dun dun. Yeah, I don't trust that I've actually accepted the thing. Oh. Well, there's your answer. So do I have to go back there again? I don't know why it bothered taking me out. I'm gonna have to wait for another 100 years. Oh, okay. Hey, another normal guy. Yeah, I think I am going to win this soon. Oh, phone's ringing. Hold on. Okay, well, there's been a change of plan with the food. I'm not having garlic bread and chicken nuggets. I'm going to have a chip butty. Having a chip butty brought back. Oh, it's going to be a very nommies. But before I do that, let me... Random noises, I know. Ooh. Right. Just, oh, okay. So that didn't take 100 years. It took about 2 seconds. I mean, what? 100 years? Is that? Is that like 1 billion seconds or so? Something like that. Bug recovery. Yeah. Yeah, so I am going to be ending this soon. I do like to have longer streams if possible, but honestly, I'm not. Like, when it's just me and there's no one to talk to, I'm less motivated, plus I'm not feeling too well. Plus, doing a bit of relaxing. Oh dear, look who's here. Tell you what, let's have a save, and I'm just gonna end it here. Right. So I'm 18 hours and 47 minutes into it. Right. So, thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 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 Whoa, whoa, whoa.